And to you, good day.
Good day.
Speak up and be bold so that all may hear what you have to share.
I will. I'm not even nervous. I'm really
congratulations.
shocked that I'm not even nervous up here.
There is no need to be nervous, unless, of course, you are passionate about being nervous.
Oh, no.
But if you prefer, you can simply be excited or at peace, which is another form of excitement. Yes?
I'm very excited to talk to you.
And as are we with you.
My question for you, Bashar, is...
Yes.
I've been on the spiritual path for a long time.
Yes.
Done a lot of teachings, met a lot of teachers, and
yes.
Non-dualism, Course in Miracles, manifestation, breath work, all kinds of stuff, law of attraction.
All sorts of permission slips, yes.
Yeah. And I get so confused. Like
confused? About what?
About what's the truth? What's
the truth?
The highest teaching.
Is that all truths are true. That's the highest truth. That all truths are true.
Okay.
Understand there is nothing outside of creation. There is nothing outside of the imagination of the Creator. So anything you can imagine and anything you can create and anything you can do and anything you can experience is your truth within creation, because there is nothing outside of creation. That's the truth. Does that make sense? Your perspective is your truth. It may not be everyone's truth. Their truth may not be your truth. But the fundamental truth that is true for both of you is that both of your truths are true. For you. Make sense? That's the glory of the holographic structure of existence. The most fantastic and amazing thing about existence is that every single one of you have your own reality experience, and that for you, that reality is your truth. And the same can be said for everyone.
That's overwhelming.
Well, all right. That's your truth, then.
Yeah.
That you choose to be overwhelmed by that simple idea.
So that... So what is the next... What's the next step? Where do I go with this?
Well, you understand the idea of acting on your highest excitement every moment that you can with absolutely no assumption, insistence, or expectation on what the outcome ought to be? You understand that formula, yes?
Yes.
Well, yeah. Then that's the next step, isn't it? Always the next step. It's the only next step. You will always expand. There will be no end. Yes?
So follow my excitement all the time.
Here's the whole formula. Don't forget any part of it, which we understand sometimes many of you do. Act on your highest excitement to the best of your ability until you can act on it no further. When you can act on it no further, act on the next most exciting thing that is available to you that you can act on until you can act on it no further. Keep acting on the most exciting thing you are able to act on in those moments as they come to you with absolutely zero assumption, insistence, or expectation on what the outcome ought to be. That's the formula. That's all there is to it. And if you just keep doing that, your life will expand in an explosively synchronistic and ecstatic manner, always bringing you the ability to know what the next thing will be to act on, and always bringing you the opportunity that is best for you to act on. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is this too simple for you? Do you wish it to be more complicated?
Wow, you know me well.
Perhaps that's the reason for your confusion, is that you think it's actually more complicated than that.
Yeah.
Now, if it excites you to complicate things, by all means, please go ahead and do so. I'm not going to stop you. However, I am telling you it doesn't have to be that complicated. Creation is richly complex, but it's fundamentally simple. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does this help you?
Yes.
Is there something else? Or are you still confused?
No, I'm good.
Oh, all right.
Good. Thank you.
Anything else?
No, I'm just happy to be here, Bashar.
We are happy you are there too.
Thank you very much.
Good day, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Very excited to be here talking with you.
All right, we are excited as well. Of course, we're always excited, but go ahead.
Okay. Please tell me, why does life eat life?
To live.
me be a little bit more specific. I was
To live longer.
To live longer.
Now,
But it doesn't always seem like the most spiritual thing to do.
depends on your point of view. There is
Right.
nothing wrong with the idea. It depends on how it's done. It depends on the relationship to the idea. It doesn't always exist that way. It doesn't always express itself that way. On our world, there is no predation. There is only symbiosis. On your world, many of the animals are predatory because you are. Understand the reflection?
I do.
All right. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it. However, it is a reflection. Now, again, fundamentally, it is one of the ways that creation has of expressing itself, of exchanging energy in that sense. Again, it depends on how it's done. It depends on the relationship. For many beings, in that sense, in a natural state that are, as you say, eaten, you must understand that the experience for them is not what you necessarily think it is. They understand and are very deeply in touch with the fact that they do not end. And they are very deeply connected to the overall oversoul of the collective consciousness of their kind of expression.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. Let me be a little bit more specific.
By all means.
Very quickly, 10 years ago, I became vegan out of choice
Yes.
because I decided out of compassion that I
Yes.
did not want to eat the animals.
That's all well and good.
And many areas of research convinced me.
All
and my
right. Well,
husband
you're
to
still
do
eating
this.
the plants.
Yes.
Well,
And
They
I
have
ate
feelings
a lot
too, you
more
know.
Plants. Yes.
plant might be going, why is she picking on us? Why don't you go and eat that nice animal over there and let us grow a little more? Now, you understand I'm just playing with you, yes?
Yes. I
All
get
right,
that.
but attempting to just give you a different perspective on this.
Okay.
Yes?
I was dismayed that after 10 years, my health went downhill
Yes.
dramatically, digestive,
Yes.
adrenal failure, and
Yes.
my husband's as well. So this seems to be...
Yes.
And then when I started eating meat again, I'm feeling better, and these things are getting better.
This
so
is why we
is
say
it?
you must listen to your body consciousness, because you may still be in an apprenticeship state that requires a certain form of sustenance. There is nothing wrong with that. It's all about how you do it. It's all about the relationship. It's all about being in gratitude and appreciation for the exchange that is given to you, and the idea of doing it in the most natural, healthy way possible. But it doesn't mean that it's fundamentally non-spiritual just because that's the way it plays out. There are many cultures on your planet that are generally considered indigenous cultures that still eat meat, that have an extremely spiritual relationship with the animals that they ingest. And the animals know this, and they give of themselves to those people for that exchange. Many times, as you say in nature, the idea is that the herd is culled of the weaker members so that the rest can remain strong, so that the race can perpetuate. There are many reasons why this is a particular system on certain worlds, including yours. There is nothing non-spiritual about it. The non-spirituality, in a sense, comes about when it is done in a manner that is not necessarily as natural as it could be, not necessarily as steeped in the vibration of gratitude and appreciation as it could be. Make sense?
It does. I'm still digging for something deeper, though.
All right, let's dig.
Why is it healthier to eat animals than to not eat animals, as this has been
Because
in my
your
experience?
body is in a state where it requires that kind of protein in order for cellular cohesiveness. Because your belief system at this point, being that it is still strongly connected to the general consensus reality of what kind of chemistry you need to reflect in order to survive in your reality, requires that certain chemical interactions take place in your body that are representative of certain energetic reactions, and thus then sometimes you still require certain chemical reactions to be representative of the energetic state that you still may be in, as you have agreed to be part of the collective consensus reality at this point. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Are you sure? Was that deep enough?
No.
All right.
I just
What
want
else
to
do
know
you need to know?
why must we consume? I mean, I look at the animal and I don't want to eat the animal. I want to cuddle with it. You want to be friends with it.
Yes.
Why must I consume it to be healthy? Like, it's a little heartbreaking actually making that choice again.
All right.
Because I didn't
Again,
want to.
it's not a must.
Okay.
Ultimately, it's not a must. However, what you need to examine is why are you having chosen to be in a state where that seems necessary for you at this point?
Why have I chosen to be?
Yes. Obviously, it was a choice to be in a state where you would require that kind of sustenance. So even though you may have what you call a desire to subsist on a different kind of sustenance, a lighter vibrational sustenance, you yourself are saying that you find that you don't feel healthy when you do that. So why are you choosing to buy into the consensus reality that you need the sustenance you say you don't prefer?
Well, it took 10 years to get me to that point again.
But why are you choosing that?
Science
is reflective of your energy state. Science is reflective of your energy state. Chemistry is reflective of your energy state, and your energy state is reflective of your belief system.
So does that mean it's not necessarily so that I would feel bad not eating meat or vice
Correct.
versa?
It's not necessarily so.
So there's no specific way to be healthy to eat or to not to eat animals?
No. But if you have chosen to be in a system that generally believes that it is necessary and you're continuing to buy into that system for one reason or another, then you will exhibit the parameters of the consensus reality that says you need this kind of sustenance in order to be healthy. So what you need to do is examine your beliefs more deeply to find out why you would be continuing to buy into that system. It may actually be serving you in a way that you're not in touch with. And that's why it's important to get in touch with your belief systems about it. Because you may not be allowing there to be a positive reason for it.
Okay.
Once you allow there to possibly be a positive reason to continue to eat the meat, then if there really does not need to be a need, only by examining the willingness to allow there to be a possible reason will you actually discover whether there actually is or not. But if you refuse to believe that there could be, you will never get close to discovering what the belief is. Because you have to allow for duality. There is duality in everything. In fact, actually, and we'll talk about this another time, there is actually Trinity in everything. But that's another subject. In terms of the idea of the so-called polarity that you are experiencing, you have to allow what may not necessarily be your preference to still be valid in order to actually be capable of choosing what you prefer. If you invalidate what you don't prefer, that's where you're stuck. Because you're putting undue energy on it being wrong, being bad, being invalid. But if you allow it to be valid, it's an equally valid choice as any choice you could make, then you will neutralize the idea of the polarity and you'll be free to choose what you really prefer. So this is your lesson in dealing with this, is to not invalidate what you don't prefer. To see that it actually does have the ability to serve a positive purpose, even though you may not right now be capable of understanding how that could be. So that's your exploration. You understand?
Yes.
Is that deep enough for you?
It is. I have one additional question as far as that relates, and I think it relates to a lot of core sponsoring beliefs.
Yes.
I would like to know what these beliefs are that has manifested this situation, and I have asked and meditated about it, but it hasn't come to me yet.
I just told you.
I can think of many.
I just
ones,
told you.
But which one?
I just told you. You are believing that certain beliefs are invalid. Yes? You understand?
Yes.
You're making a value judgment on something that simply needs to be looked at in a neutral way, and perhaps even in a positive way. Are you, in your belief system, capable of looking at the idea that sometimes life eats life in a positive way? Are you capable of seeing it from that perspective? That's the question that you need to explore. And that will lead you to the belief, the core belief that you need to discover.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. Thank you.
All right, bon appetit. What do you wish to share?
I have information. I am from Blue Planet.
You are from Earth. You have connections to other places, as all of you do. But you don't come from those places as the person you are on Earth. You come from Earth.
And I...
Do you understand what we're saying?
Yes, sure.
All right.
And I have mission to change education system in our planet.
Well, go right ahead. We have long talked about the idea that new educational systems on your planet are required for the children to learn in a different way. So by all means, follow your passion and create new systems for learning.
When I was inside the pyramid in
Yes.
Giza,
Yes.
I received information
All right.
that our throat is the flying vehicle, and we can use to change our reality and multi-dimensional flying by
Yes,
using
but you have to change your belief systems and change your reality before you have the ability to access those things because they exist in another dimensional plane.
Yes, and I knew sound is a key
Yes.
to change education system in the whole planet.
All things are about vibration and resonance. In what you call Atlantean times, sound was used in a very strong way to allow people to learn. The students were allowed to relax. Drums were beaten at a very specific pace that matched the heartbeat, slowed the heartbeat down. Then the heart started to match the drums. And the students went into certain kinds of trance states with those vibrations. And then the things that were described to them, they actually were capable of experiencing those things as if they were actually happening. So they learned in that sense through this trance state by vibrational means. And that's one thing that you can recreate on your planet at this time with sound if you wish to, although of course there are many other ways as well.
Yes, please help me with techniques because I'm searching and searching and
All right.
listening.
Well, I just gave you a technique.
Yes, and I understand we have put to each school in the world, in our planet, music at the first lessons is the most important lessons
All right.
because sound is a creator and we are creators because
Yes.
we have this sound
Yes.
and we have this gift
Yes.
and we can connect by sound, by
Yes.
vibration.
Yes.
And our children, they know how to do this. The crystal
Yes.
children, the indigo, and we have just listen them.
Yes.
And we have to open up our ears. We able to listen more than we receive.
Yes, yes,
and we
yes,
are,
yes,
all of
yes.
us, we are just receivers. And we
Yes.
have to open up, just switch on.
What have we
our
been
receivers.
saying for 30 of your years? Yes. All of that is what we have been saying and many other sources have been saying. But it's not enough to just say it. Go do it. Go create those systems. Go create those classes. Go create those techniques. You already know what to do. Go do it.
Yes.
Take action.
Yes, sacred geometry inside the sound. This is our mathematic. And now
Stop. Go do it. We understand all this.
Yes.
Stop talking about it. Go do it.
Yes.
All right?
All right.
Thank you.
I'm preparing project and
Do you have a question?
Yes, I'm from Moscow, from Russia.
Yes.
And a question, how I can connect all languages, because there is in other continents, Russian and Turkish, I speak.
Stop. Do you understand what telepathy is?
Yes.
Are you sure? Give me a definition.
No.
No. Give me a definition of telepathy.
We communicate with you now in telepathic level.
Give me a definition of telepathy.
Can you describe what is the definition? Maybe I'm wrong about understand the meaning of definition.
All right. It's not really telepathy, it's telempathy. Okay. When you are in the same vibrational state as someone else, you're not reading their mind, you're not communicating from mind to mind. You're having the same thoughts at the same time. That's what telepathy is. That's why people who are in love often have the same thoughts simultaneously. So if you want a true universal language, be in love with humanity. Mirror them. Mirror the different individuals. Yes. Body language. Mimic the vibration, and you will have the same thoughts at the same time. You will know what they are thinking, what they are feeling. That's what telepathy is. So the universal language of telepathy is predicated by being on the same wavelength, which means being in unconditional love. And that will generate, over time, slowly or quickly, the universal language of telepathy.
It means all our school on the planet has to have one lesson, the first one and most important, how to love.
Stop. That is the first lesson, and that will lead to all other lessons that need to be known. But don't rigidize it, don't structure it. Mm-hmm. There must be a flexibility and a flow to this idea as well. Otherwise, it just becomes institutionalized again, just like the systems you already have.
Yes?
Yes?
Yes.
All right, so go and teach that. Use music, use sound, use your imagination, create environments. Let the children learn by doing. Teach them the consequences of their choices by giving them an opportunity to actually interact in scenarios where they can actually play out their questions, play out their investigations. Thus, then they actually get real experience, and they will learn from that experience, which is the only way you really learn, from experiencing something. So go and do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So thank you for the information.
One moment, what happened to hello and good day?
I said hello and thank you for the information you're about.
All right, good day to you.
First, I have two questions intertwined of each other.
Yes.
I would like to know what your thoughts on when humanity will finally utilize and implement free energy and remove ourselves.
Within the next 50 of your years, tops.
Tops.
Could happen sooner, but will not happen any later than that, as we read your collective energy right now. Remember, there's no such thing as a prediction of the future. There is only a sensing of the energy that exists at the moment the prediction is made. If that energy changes, the prediction is obsolete. Therefore, we are simply reading the probabilities of the most likely scenario that exists right now in your energy patterns. And our reading of that is that it seems that it will take no longer than 50 of your years, but could take sooner.
Depending on our choices, of course.
Yes, of course.
And when do you feel we'll be finally off our present monetary system?
That may take a little bit longer.
And what would be your suggestions for humanity to initiate, to, let's say, accelerate our choices into a free energy system that we actually do have at present, including radiant free energy?
You do remember the formula that we gave earlier in the conversation about acting on your excitement, yes?
Yes.
Because when you do that, it leads you into the synchronous paths and gives you the ability to imagine what it is that is representative for all these things that you are passionate about, and will lead you into the circumstances that will give you the best opportunity to create these systems.
And what and besides inclusive of the passion behind it, what concrete items would you suggest to formulate and implement them?
Well, obviously study the idea of your understanding of electromagnetism, electricity, gravity. Let me talk a little bit now, as we said earlier, about the concept that your physical reality is not actually just a duality, it's actually a trinity. And I will say a little bit about that, and maybe what we are about to say will give you a little bit of a hint. Yes?
Yes.
Because that's, in a sense, all we can actually give you are hints. We can't spoil the surprises. We can't spill the beans.
Right.
You have to go through your own process of discovery. Nevertheless, we can help a little bit, here and there, now and then. Maybe. Sometimes. You already are beginning to talk in your scientific lexicon about the ideas of dark energy and dark matter, yes?
Correct.
You also know, however, that when you talk about matter, you also talk about matter and antimatter, which is not the same thing as dark matter, yes?
Correct.
You have a trinity there, do you not?
Correct.
So the idea is that you're talking about energy, positive energy and negative energy, but you're also talking about dark energy. Again, a trinity, yes?
Correct.
You talk about gravity and you talk about anti-gravity, but no one on your planet yet is talking about dark gravity. Because it does exist. That's your hint.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.